Brave Wilderness has become culturally synonymous with animal bites and stings. In the name of science and entertainment, I've taken on my fair share of painful encounters. But some bites are far too dangerous when it comes to human trial. So that is where technology comes in. We have teamed up with Ohio HD, one of the Midwest's premier production houses. Renowned for their arsenal of high-end equipment, they are considered experts in executing creative ideas with specialized solutions. And today, we are combining our talents to bring you into the strike zone. On this episode, we're going to take you into the slow-motion strike zone of the Panther Chameleon, the Pacman Frog, and the Alligator Snapping Turtle. To capture these predator strikes, we will be using a Phantom high-speed camera, capable of capturing 1,000 frames per second at full 4K resolution. Then, by slowing down the footage, we will be able to closely analyze and break down why these strikes are so effective and ultimately lethal.
Dude, that was sweet.
Also joining our party is the Bolt high-speed Cinebot, which can go from standstill to high-speed motion in a fraction of a second. Yep, it's a robot with a camera for a head that can move faster than a human. Trust me, I was just as impressed as you are. Now before we enter the strike zone, first, let me introduce our fearless wildlife experts, Mario Aldecoa and Mike Easter. They will help to ensure that everything goes according to plan. Remember, safety for the animals and our crew is always the #1 priority. There you have it. The cast of characters is set. So if you guys are ready, let the strikes begin. So the Panther Chameleon is now officially up and onto its perch. We've placed a couple of roaches on the other branches. Now it's just a matter of sitting back, waiting, letting patience draw itself out, and eventually we're gonna get these strikes. Now, if Gilbert doesn't decide to eat the roach naturally off of the branch, we do have a second trick up our sleeve, which is actually holding the roach in a pair of large feeding tongs. He knows it's there. Man, I just love the way that those eyes move from side to side. Honing in. Oh, Gilbert, you're so close. Yes! Yes, that was a strike, right? We got it. And now the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to enter the strike zone. Okay, here we go. This is the first replay. Chameleon in super slow motion, about to eat a roach.
Oh, come on.
That tongue's coming out. Oh, that roach has no chance.
He's got it.
Oh! Nice.
Yeah, we got the shot. Got the shot. Yes! Chameleon eating in slow motion. That is awesome. Wow. I'm watching the tongue retract back into the mouth with the roach. That is an impressive shot right there.
Chameleons are lethal predators. Their vision is impeccable, and each eye can rotate independently of the other, allowing the reptile to transition between monocular and binocular vision when identifying prey. Combined together, a chameleon's eyes are able to perceive a 360-degree view of the environment. But this animal's most effective weapon is its tongue, which in many cases can be twice the length of its total body. The tongue's firing mechanism is powered by coils of accelerator muscles, and it's the contraction of these muscles that blasts the tongue forward with remarkable precision. A ballistic tongue, now that is a deadly weapon.
So Mario, what's the goal here? We've got a white, flat platform. We've got a very powerful slow motion Phantom camera. And who's coming up next onto the turntable?
Bringing a big Pacman Frog on the table who is hungry for some breakfast. Hopefully he's gonna snatch up a mealworm in slow motion.
Take a look at this guy.
He's so chunky and cute.
He's albino.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's unique. Normally they're actually kind of like a greenish brown color, but this is a genetic mutation.
Wow, he looks just like Pac-Man. That couldn't be any more perfect.
Now, the frog is going to see the movement of the mealworm, and that's what's going to trigger him to have a feeding response and actually lunge forward and grab it.
Oh, that was incredible.
Prepare to have your mind boggled. We're about to enter the strike zone.
Oh, we got it.
There it is.
Yes. Yes. Dude, that was sweet. Oh, that's crazy.
I think I like it in reverse.
In reverse is better, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, watching it in reverse is almost cooler than watching it in forward motion. Have you ever seen a Pacman Frog puke up a mealworm?
In the wild, camouflage serves these predators best, and the name of the game is ambush. Just the slightest movement will catch the attention of this frog and provoke a strike. As the amphibian launches forward, the mouth opens and deploys a large sticky tongue that aids in the capture of its desired victim. There's no escaping this fleshy death trap, and if you find yourself stuck, you are most certainly going to be swallowed alive.
All right, we are officially moving on to our next animal, which things are going to get a little bit more dangerous. I believe next we're going to bring in something called the creepy hand, which is a latex rubber hand that we're going to actually insert into the mouth of an alligator snapping turtle. Now, I know you guys always love seeing me bitten by things, but today for this episode, we are going to show you what it's like to have an alligator snapping turtle chomp down on a latex hand, creepy hand. Do you think it's gonna actually chomp and cut through fingers?
I don't know.
Quite possibly. Stay tuned. That's coming up next. So it's not the biggest alligator snapping turtle in the world, but size doesn't always matter when it comes to getting your fingers stuck in the mouth of turtles' jaws.
Now, you mentioned it's not a very big turtle, but
Right.
in our experience, the juveniles sometimes have the sharpest beaks, or at least they look like they're more angular. So
Right.
I think it's going to do some damage.
Well, snapping turtles have razor sharp jaws, and we're gonna see what those jaws do to the creepy hand. All right, Casey, let us know when you're ready.
And I'm pretty set here.
Ooh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Well, I think that answers that question really fast.
So here's what just happened. That is a finger chomped off by a juvenile alligator snapping turtle. Now, it's important to note that there's no bone structure within this hand, but it is the same consistency as human flesh used by tattoo artists to practice. That damage was legit.
Yeah, I honestly did not expect that. I thought this was going to last a little longer.
Yeah. Well, we still got 4 fingers to go. Casey, how did that shot look?
It looked pretty good here. I
Okay.
think we'll be happy with it.
Okay, well, let's go for a couple more takes and then we'll review the footage. I'm just gonna take this finger and put it in my pocket. So on this one, let's try the same thing with the hand coming into the side. Let's turn it so that it grabs
like
onto the
this.
thumb.
Okay, Casey, you ready?
Phantom set.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, 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 full thumb. Did you get that shot, Casey?
I got it.
All right, guys, let's go to the monitors and review the slow motion strike of the alligator snapping turtle. Okay, hand going into the turtle's mouth.
Glad that is not my hand.
Oh, no! Holy cow! You can see how that one finger got caught in the side of the jaws. Creepy hand just got demolished. Wow.
I saw the membrane.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, that might be the shot of the day. So if you are a human, that is what is so catastrophic when it comes to damage with a snapping turtle bite. The second you think that the turtle's starting to let go and you try to pull your hand out, it clamps down tighter. The amount of pain you would be in right now if you were a human with your thumb in the mouth of an alligator snapping turtle is, I don't think words can describe what that pain would be like.
Hailing as the largest freshwater turtle species in North America, these reptiles can reach weights of over 200 pounds. And while size may be impressive to some, it's the speed of its strike that is considered lethal. Using a technique known as lingual luring, this turtle has a vermiform appendage, that little worm-looking wiggly thing, that it uses to attract unsuspecting fish. What was possibly an easy meal becomes an instantaneous death trap as the turtle's hooked beak and razor-sharp jaws come slamming down so fast that the fish has no idea it's gone from hunter to eaten. Nature is primal, and when it comes to having a meal, if you aren't poised to seize an opportunity, you might go the day on a hungry stomach. Predators are designed to be efficient killing machines, and I think it's fair to say that you can truly appreciate the lethal nature of their strikes in slow motion. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave and stay out of the strike zone. Okay, that's a wrap. Great job, guys. Hey, Coyote Pack, if you thought these bites were intense, make sure to go back and watch as we entered the strike zone of two very feisty snakes. And don't forget, subscribe and join memberships so you can brave alongside me and the crew on our next wild adventure.